Welcome back to the channel. I'm David, and these are my fearless daughters. We traveled to Alaska in July 2025 to hike the Kesugi Ridge Trail and visit Crescent Lake. Kesugi Ridge translates to the Ancient One, and the trail lives up to its name. It's about 30 miles long with roughly 400 feet of elevation gain, and July-September is considered the hiking season. As epic as it sounds, you only have about a 30% chance of seeing Denali unobscured because the mountain creates its own web. Spoiler alert, we were in the other 70%. We started at the Little Coal Creek trailhead because it cuts roughly half the elevation now. The first 2.5 miles are steep switchbacks, perfect for warming up your legs and testing how many times a teenager can ask, "Are we there yet?" Are we there yet? But once above tree lane, the trail crosses tundra and passes cairns every 50 feet. It's beautiful, obvious, and you feel like you're walking through an endless Arctic garden. We didn't see Denali because of cloud cover, but we pretended the fog was a magical portal to Narnia. Ice's terrain is varied tundra dotted with small lakes, passes that look like football fields, and bizarre rock formations. We imagine Stonehenge Hill was built by ancient moose. Between breathless climbs, we did high-stakes negotiations over gummy bears and used cairns as impromptu balancing beams. Above tree lane there's wind, sun, and wide-open sky. Below tree lane there's a different challenge: bugs. The official trail guide even warns that when you drop toward Byers Lake, put some DEET on its mosquito hell once you get below tree line. They weren't kidding. Imagine mosquitoes so big they seem to hover like drones. At one point, my daughters and I were sprinting the last flat mile to Byers Lake, flailing our arms, swatting, and yelling at the insects. I think we invented a new sport: Alaskan mosquito dodgeball. We laughed, we cursed quietly, and we learned that mosquito net hats are fashion forward. Despite the bug attacks, the mosquitoes were mostly mild on the ridge. Locals say autumn brings colorful tundra and far fewer mosquitoes. Note to self, next trip, planned for September. After conquering the Ancient One, we swapped hiking boots for headsets and boarded a float plane to Crescent Lake in Lake Clark National Park. This park spans about 4 million acres and is home to fish, bears, moose, caribou, Dall sheep, and wolves, sheep, and wolves. Crescent Lake is glacial fed, unbelievably turquoise and ringed by volcanoes. A fun fact, there are no beaches or runways, so you have to land on the lake's surface float planes. Only my daughters thought we were in a James Bond movie. Why fly all the way here? Salmon. Sockeye salmon run from mid-July to mid-August. Silver salmon run in September. 2 species of salmon migrate into this watershed, drawing a remarkable concentration of brown bears. The prime time for bear sightings is roughly July 15, September 30. We climbed from the plane into a 24-foot boat and cruised along the shore. Bears fished right beside us. Alaska.org notes that at Crescent Lake, you generally view bears from a boat while they fish from the shore. That's exactly what we did. Imagine a giant brown bear standing knee-deep in clear water, eyes locked on a salmon, and my youngest whispering, "Can we take one home?" Thousands of salmon spawn here, so the bears were busy. Our guide reminded us to keep a respectful distance and remain quiet. We obeyed except for the girls' giggles when a bear shook its fur like a wet dog. Kesugi Ridge tested our endurance, taught us that weather can change plans, and gave us a crash course in mosquito combat. Crescent Lake reminded us how small we are compared to Alaska's wildness, and how incredible it is to witness bears in their natural habitat. If you're thinking about hiking Kesugi, remember it's about 30 miles with 400 feet of climb. The trail is well cairned, and you might not see Denali. Bring deep sense of humor and strong legs. If you're dreaming of Crescent Lake, plan for mid-July to late September, when salmon runs attract brown bears. Get there by float plane, respect wildlife, and maybe pack a raincoat for the boat. Seeing grizzlies catch salmon in turquoise water is something my daughters and I will never forget. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed our family's misadventures, give us a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, would you brave mosquito hell for views like these? Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.